What the haters talking about?
What's up, family? Y'all ain't gonna like this one. A former teacher of the year was captured on camera chasing and slapping a student, not because he came out all guns blazing, not even because he refused to eat his okra. He chased him down and slapped him up, knocked him to the floor because he wore a hoodie sweater to school. Surveillance footage showed Gemtown High School civics teacher Mike Hozinski running down a hallway, catching up with the student, and then taking violent action. Hozinski is seen grabbing and spinning the unnamed student around until they are face to face, then slapping him with such force that the child's head hits the wall in the back. The clip from last Friday also shows the teacher dragging the student through the hall, causing the pupil to stumble and fall on the ground. The student was injured and treated by medical staff. Hozinski, who was named Teacher of the Year in 2020 and had been instructing for over 4 decades, check this out, family, was allowed to retire and kept his full pension. Initial reports said that Hozinski was fired and banned from the campus, but the school board provided a clarification on Monday. Parents were invited to express their concerns at a meeting, but no parent spoke out against Hozinski publicly. One parent said, "I still back Mike Hozinski," after the video was released. Students earlier in the day staged a walkout to support Hozinski, whom they described as laid back. The incident is under investigation by the Elkhart County Sheriff's Office and the Indiana Department of Child Services. The school staff also reported it to the Indiana Department of Education. Y'all think he'll face charges? He could. I wonder what the kid did. Probably just smart-mouthed them, you know, something along those lines. The dude went off. Teaching for 4 decades, they described him as laid back. That little kid, look, man, perhaps there's no excuse for a teacher to do something like that, but I just wonder what the little kid did. I mean, everybody's describing the boy as laid back. I mean, describing the teacher as laid back. The parents won't speak out against him publicly. The kids love him so much that they staged a walkout. This doesn't sound like a bad guy, but he did a bad thing. Perhaps 4 decades of teaching finally caught up with him, dealing with ornery kids, disrespectful kids. Perhaps it finally caught up with him. The thing is, though, as a parent, don't take your frustration out on my child. Don't reach the end of your rope on mine. You see, anything short of mine, like putting their hands on you, like really causing some type of harm, no, man, you're not going to touch mine like that. Well, I won't say what you won't do, but I can say what you won't do again. Had it been my child, you know what though? It wouldn't have even been my child, because teachers, like everybody else, know their beans from their cornbread. But there are good teachers out there, and so those teachers I give grace to. There are some bad teachers out there. They like to put their hands on kids in more than one way. Yeah. So those, they're the worst of the worst. But just in general, It's not a good idea to put your hands on these kids, unless, of course, you're defending yourself. Now, if you're defending yourself, you got to do what you got to do. But chasing the kid down the hallway, smacking him, slapping him, and then, slapping them so hard that their head hit the wall, then you knock them to the floor? That doesn't sound like a laid-back guy to me. There will be charges. There should be a lawsuit. Man, I wonder what the hell happened. This teacher really snapped. They allowed him to retire with his full pension. Ain't that something? He's not out of the woods yet, though. He still has to deal with Johnny Law. The irony here is, dude was a civics teacher. His job was to teach kids how to be effective citizens, voters, and members of the community, not victims of violence. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?